was really hoping when I started this video to show you guys a world record. But the reality is you don't do world records in the first attempt. That's like usually not gonna happen. Oh wait. It's usually hours of hours testing and a bit of luck. Because this time we couldn't get very far, whereas before almost passed. I think we were at, I don't know, around 17 or 19 or something like that. And now it does not want to pass at all. Ugh. What kind of settings do we have at the moment? Maybe I misclicked somewhere. No. I would love to look at my voltages at the moment. So I think I raised a couple, but did not seem to work. Let's see. I mean, Benjamin opens up quite easy, right? Even though we have super high class, I mean, core number 3 has 7.14 gigahertz. But sometimes if you reboot your system, a couple things in the background like don't train very well, so you face instabilities all of a sudden that you did not have before. But you know, it's at this point it's really guesswork, right? Because honestly, this without insulation could already have quite a bit of water. And I'm trying to restart now, and if it keeps happening to me, then it's time to swap. Oh no, I mean not swap, like to end this whole thing and dry them up real good. Because it's really no point pushing up after you are facing severe issues. That's the annoying part, that none of those world record holders ever really show you. They always, we always show the world records, but not what it takes to get there. It's really, you could definitely say it's boring, but I think it's not boring, because you're really testing the limits all the time and see what works. It's like a little game in and of itself, right? It's like I have stopped playing video games at all. Like I don't play any. This is kind of the game, right? We are already quite, quite warm. As I said, forget about this. Not that big of a deal. This part is so quick. We were at minus 75 and like a second later we are back to full part. Anyway, so we were at DCK 2.1, right? Let's see here. Yeah, easy, like big jump, no problem. And you can see the voltages are not correct here, but the clocks are. So we are closing this. Let's see if Benjamin starts. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's getting a bit longer too, right? bit long in the tooth. I'd say one more attempt, however, I think it's done ski and I would have to let it rip. If this, I mean, this is the wording of the man himself, right? But it is true. At some point you just have to let it rip. Man, I really miss Tim around because of his... I mean, you gotta love this man's accent, right? He's Donsky. I mean, it's essentially like I'm like here casually sitting here, trying to beat my own world record. I mean, it's like, obviously I'm super blessed having this setup here, because Superpi is like one of the hardest benchmarks there is, you know, without a doubt. Because it's like combining, like you can see I'm running with a 7.8, combining all kinds of Windows tweaks, like super high clock rate on your CPU. You're like literally picking the best core and pushing it to the absolute limit, like super high voltage, like maximizing your memory performance, like hours of pre-testing, like really building a super sick profile, is super tight and high clock at the same time. I mean, it's 121T, and soon it's gonna be 2180 megahertz, which is dual, like, since it's dual rank. I mean, so since it's double data rate, it's basically like everyone refers to it as like twice the clock. So that's about 4,360 megahertz. Yeah. So pretty insane for this kind of tight class, tight timings. Right. So anyway. I mean, we are using extremely high ring ratio as well, which worked on dual ranked memory, but might not work here. So I'm like typing in settings that worked before on dual rank, but I mean, different sticks, much higher clocks. You know, it could affect all kinds of things, right? It's not a guarantee, you know. And you pick, and you can, because we're already at a very low level. Liquid nitrogen. Just fill it up. Okay, so I think we are pretty much good to go, right? Let's see where we land. Ooh. And again, yeah, pretty cold on the land. Because like, cold just drops down here and cools, and that's it. As soon as I put a fan here, which I didn't have before, it started rising again. Insane, huh? Yeah, but the cold from the pod itself is enough. Let's see, so yeah, storage used to crash quite soon before, and used to go through quite far before. Same settings basically, so nothing really changed. Just played a bit with SA voltage, but that made things worse. Yeah, excuse me. No, no, yeah. I just wanted to say now we're running. Yeah, thank you. I think this video is already long enough, over 20 minutes. And does not look that we are getting anywhere, unfortunately. That's really unfortunate. But it is what it is, right? And we are back. So basically, switched to a different power supply. I had a Superflower 2000 watt power supply before. I mean, obviously we're pulling like 200 watts, maybe 250 or something. But I guess it's cleaner power. Obviously it's going much better, so I don't know. Obviously also I raised SA voltage, which did not happen before. Now it looks like it does. So I take it. I definitely do. And closing in on the target. Sorry, closing in. But we've been closing in a lot of times and like crashing last minute. Yeah. Yeah. Well, are we going to pass is the big question. And we do have a new wall tracket here. Wall tracket and Superpi 32m. Oh yeah. Now that was well worth it, honestly. Nice. So now, the only thing left to do is not to crash while we take some screenshots. I mean, you have it here on video, but doesn't count if we can't capture it on a screenshot, right? So much fun to open 4 windows of CPU Z, CPU Z. Alright, let's see here. LN2. Arrange all the windows. That pop was probably some tape. I think this kit should have been for safe disk. Oops. Alright, so yeah, you can see the insane clock. Or maybe I should just take the screenshot now, just to be safe. Oh, by the way, yeah, Benchmade, huh? Oh yeah, and this. All those things you have to do, man. Jesus Christ. Alright, okay, so I think we have it now. Right? Yes. Alright, okay. Nice. Alright, I think I'm done for today. Alright. Obviously, is not opening. That would have been so nice to go in and just PCLK up now. Try again, since we are in a good session. I guess that's not going to work. No, crashing. Okay. So, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. And following me on my journey to wall trackets. See ya.